Everyone is talking about the 2026 Toyota Stout, but almost no one is telling you the full story. Because what you're hearing online, it's only half the truth. And once you understand what's really going on with this truck, your entire perspective might change. Welcome back to MVP Wheel, where we don't just follow the hype. We break it down. Let's start with the obvious. The return of the Toyota Stout sounds exciting. A compact, affordable pickup with modern features, hybrid efficiency, and Toyota reliability. On paper, it sounds perfect, almost too perfect. And that's exactly where the truth begins, because here's the reality as of now. The 2026 Toyota Stout is not officially confirmed in full production form the way people think. Most of what you see online, the renders, the reveals, the specs, are based on leaks, predictions, and industry expectations, and this is where many channels get it wrong. They present speculation as fact, but here on MVP Wheel, we're going deeper. So why is everyone convinced this truck is coming? Simple, because the market is practically begging for it. Trucks are getting bigger, more expensive, and less practical for everyday use. Not everyone needs a massive pickup. People want something smaller, efficient, affordable, something that actually fits into real life. And that's exactly the gap the Stout is expected to fill. Now here's where things get interesting. Toyota already has the perfect foundation to build this truck. Think about vehicles like the RAV for hybrid, efficient, reliable, and proven. Now imagine that same DNA, but in a pickup form. That's not just a possibility, it's a strategy. And if Toyota executes it right, they could dominate a segment that's just starting to explode. But let's talk about the crazy part, the expectations. People are expecting a truck that does everything: high fuel efficiency, strong performance, affordable price, modern tech, off-road capability, all in one package. And here's the truth. Delivering all of that perfectly is incredibly difficult. Every vehicle is a compromise, so the real question is not will it be good? It's what will Toyota prioritize. If the Stout becomes a hybrid-focused truck, then yes, you'll likely get amazing fuel economy, but that could come at the cost of heavy-duty towing power. If they focus on affordability, they might limit premium features in the base models. If they aim for performance, the price could go higher than expected. This is the balancing act Toyota has to get right. Now let's talk competition, because this is where things get serious. Trucks like the Ford Maverick have already proven that compact pickups can be successful. Affordable, practical, and efficient, that formula works. But Toyota entering this space changes everything, because Toyota doesn't just compete, they refine and outlast. And here's something most people aren't thinking about. If the Stout launches and actually delivers strong hybrid performance with Toyota's reliability, it could completely shift buyer behavior. People who never considered a truck might suddenly jump in. That's how powerful this concept is. But again, here's the truth. Timing matters. Even if Toyota is working on the Stout, launching it at the right moment is critical. The automotive industry is going through a major transition: electrification, rising costs, changing consumer demands. Toyota is known for being careful, not rushed, so instead of jumping into trends, they study the market and then strike at the right time. Now imagine this scenario. The Stout launches with a competitive price, hybrid efficiency, modern tech, and Toyota durability. It becomes affordable enough for first-time buyers, efficient enough for daily use, and capable enough for light work. That's not just a truck, that's a mass-market disruptor. But here's the flip side. What if it doesn't meet expectations? What if it's priced too high? What if it lacks key features people are hoping for? That's the risk of hype. The more people expect, the harder it is to satisfy them. And that's exactly why understanding the truth is so important. So what should you actually believe? Believe the trend. The demand for compact trucks is real. Believe Toyota's capability. They absolutely have the technology and experience to build something great. But don't blindly believe every leak or render you see online, because until Toyota officially reveals it, everything else is just speculation. And that brings us to the most important question. Should you wait for the 2026 Toyota Stout? And the honest answer is, it depends. If you need a truck right now, waiting on an unconfirmed release might not be practical. But if you're planning for the future and you want something smarter, more efficient, and potentially more affordable, then yes, this is definitely a truck worth watching. At the end of the day, the truth about the 2026 Toyota Stout is simple. It's not just about a truck, it's about a shift towards smaller, smarter, more practical vehicles that actually match how people live today. And whether the Stout becomes reality exactly as expected or not, one thing is clear. The demand for this kind of truck isn't going anywhere. So before you get caught up in the hype, before you believe every headline, just remember, the real story is still unfolding, and when it finally drops, we'll be here to break it down the right way. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe to MVP Wheel, and turn on notifications, because when the truth finally comes out, you don't want to miss it.